Is Albert Camus right to say that all human life is essentially absurd? The existentialist philosopher Albert Camus was a major proponent of absurdism. He understands the human condition to be the constant struggle for logic and understanding in a world ultimately devoid of these traits. It's evident to me that this understanding of the human condition is flawed, and Camus' characterization of the relationship between humans and their thirst for understanding is groundless. This is due to the ignoring of happiness as a motivating factor for existence and the false optimism of the human condition. Camus attempts to reconcile the relationship between the illogical world and humans' thirst for answers. He argues that the most fulfilling form of human existence is one that relinquishes hope for achieving greater understanding of the world. However, Camus' diagnosis of the human existence and its need for answers is false. He categorizes humans' understanding of the world into two groups: optimism and acceptance. Those who engage in optimism are those who try to uncover answers about the world around us scientifically and are always attempting to uncover truths using their curiosity. This is contrasted by those of faith who accept a deity as a source of understanding of the world and rely on that deity to answer their doubts and questions. However, this is far too simplified of a view, and perhaps is a reflection on the world that Camus inhabited and his specific motivations. Most people in life are not driven by either of these motivators, and instead rely on equally as human traditions to sustain their will for life, notably happiness. The acceptance movement is slowly but firmly melting, so that soon few people in Western society will use religion as a foundation for their existence. Conversely, most people do not live their lives in the quest for understanding and the uncovering of truths. The philosopher, like Camus was, and the scientist are a small subset of society whose motivations cannot be used to characterize major human inspirations. Even among scientists, most unearthing of answers is done purely to further their own lives, ignoring any implications it has on the grander human questions. Human existence, for the vast majority, is defined by allowing the working to feed their families whom they love and to allow them to engage in the activities they enjoy. There is no parallel with the frivolity and inconsequence of our existence compared to Camus' absurd hero Sisyphus. We push the boulder up our hills in a very unabsurd way, not because it's our purpose, but because we use our existence to feed our purposes, happiness and love, and the fulfillment that they come with. In this way, Camus' definition of the human experience is wrong. It is not defined by the absurd, dissonant relationship humans have with the world, perhaps as Camus was, but is characterized by our focus solely on the meaningfulness of our own lives and the furthering of our own existence. Human life is not defined by absurdity, as the absurd relationship relies on our insatiable appetite for understanding, which does not exist to the same degree as Camus argues.